This is the rest of the show now.
We're
not doing Oops All segment.
What is happening?
This show is now something Wiki This Way Comes.
We're doing the full show.
So what happens on the show?
The first half, we review a WikiHow article. He just asked us to make space for him to explain it, and he did well.
Okay.
Now we're going to explain it a second time. You're
Luke,
zooted out of your gourd, man. You're absolute...
I'm fucking Ripper
You're reefer madness over here.
I'm losing my mind.
Luke, what do you have to say about all this?
Reefer, man.
We're gonna be best friends. We're gonna say.
He's doing it.
He's doing the thing. The Kevin thing.
There we go.
Welcome.
Wait, the theme song over?
I think so.
Oh,
I was watching it on your phone.
Welcome to Oops All Segments, the very best podcast hitting your eardrums at this very moment. I'm Kevin.
I'm Thomas, and today we are here with special guests, members of Club Soda Improv, Jesse Bergen and Luke Cecelon.
That's right.
Faves of the pod.
How you guys doing?
The listeners always demand we have these two back. Welcome, guys.
Baby.
Jesse's now trying to chase Luke for that title of most frequent guest.
I know, but if I keep going on with him, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm realizing that at
I
this
only
moment.
do episodes with Jesse at this point.
Yeah. So we almost have the whole cast of What We Do in the Basement here. We're just missing Tash.
Yeah.
How are you guys? Good?
Yeah, man. Summertime
Vibes.
Are you both going to speak like that?
We finish each other's
Sentence.
We finish each other's
Jesus.
sentences. And it was going to be singular.
One time, because you're only doing it once.
Because it's that one.
Finished.
You know, we're like prisoners that take over for each other. We finish each other's sentences.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to be. So, Luke, you're in town. You're in Winnipeg.
I'm in town. Still live in Toronto. Still having my Toronto life. But, Winnipeg, it come a-crawling, and I answer. I heed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Winnipeg came crawling back.
You flew in. The city didn't.
Yeah. I guess visually, if you think about it, optically, the city's crawling
It
towards
looked
you.
like,
terrifying.
Luke
image.
doesn't understand, when you travel physically through space.
Actually, the way that planes work, the planes don't move. They go in the air and the planet rotates.
Right,
and
exactly.
It comes to it.
Exactly.
Basic physics.
That makes total sense.
Luke is the center of the universe. Well, we normally start the podcast with a check-in.
Yeah.
Guys,
We're checking in.
how the heck are you?
Didn't we just get this question?
Well, you didn't answer enough. Okay.
Jesse barely said anything.
Yeah. Luke crawled to the city or some fucking shit, but you didn't do
Give
anything.
us something
Okay, what do you
real.
want? We want something real?
I'm so fucking tired of the Photoshop.
Shop.
Give me something real like strap marks on. Isn't that?
That's
Kendrick.
Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar.
All right. Kendrick Lamar. Damn.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
man. I'm doing great. I'm having a great fringe. I'm loving life. I'm loving performing. I'm loving all of you.
Jeez.
And
It was just your birthday.
It was. We don't need to make that a thing in another sort of performative space.
Great.
Okay. It's fine.
I can
But
tell
yeah, no,
you-
it's all good. I had to do a true to life monologue during an improv show to like 120 people.
Yeah, you did great. That's a good crowd.
Thank you. I'm glad
great.
it happened and it's done.
That's how Jesse is. We've checked in sufficiently with
And
him.
that's why you didn't want to do the check-in, because it felt like a trauma
I've been-
flashback
yeah,
of
listen,
sharing my life
can
for
only be-
an audience of nearly 10 people.
I have a certain amount of vulnerability every year that recharges.
Right,
And I
right,
have
right.
to dole it out.
Yeah, you can't be vulnerable here. You have to
Exactly.
save that for the wedding. Yeah.
The wedding?
Yeah, I don't know whose wedding, but
Yeah.
someone's. Luke.
Camilla and Prince Charles. Are they married?
Ooh.
They probably are.
Yeah,
Camilla
that's-
Bergen?
Oh shit! I forgot to go.
A while back.
And Luke, you're in Winnipeg as well. I mean, we
Yeah.
all sort of do a collective check-in because we're all doing the same activity this week,
Yeah,
which is
nothing
the Fringe
different in either of
Festival.
our lives.
Oh,
yeah.
man, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're good. You're enjoying your trip, performing.
One thing that I haven't been able to do in Toronto is play tennis. Like you can play tennis. in
They don't
Toronto.
allow you there. They're like, hey.
The courts of don't have
Yeah.
the friend or communities to do that yet.
Yeah.
So I've been playing a lot with my dad, and historically he always beats me.
Yeah.
And this has been no different. He's
and on the tennis court?
Yeah.
on the
And
tennis
also-
court.
Okay, good. Just
And although you're not in Toronto, the amount of games your dad wins each set is the 6. Because he beats you every time.
Is that like the most
That's the
amount?
amount that
I
you
was
win
thinking
a
of a
set
6
with.
joke and
Yeah.
I couldn't get there. So
Well,
so
I
congratulations.
barely scraped one up.
Yeah,
it was
we're there.
close to a joke.
Yeah.
But how was
can't
your
hear this,
how was
but I
your
just hear
latest?
a rim shot.
Thank you, rim shot. How was your latest defeat to your father, Luke?
Oh man, I thought time apart would make me stronger. It hasn't.
Absence makes the
Yeah,
parts
arm
grow
go.
stronger.
The absence makes the arm grow stronger.
Like I've been playing with him a lot, and he's just so good and so accurate. I think I've told some of you this already, but
You didn't tell the listeners.
listeners, I lost to my dad 6-1, 6-3. If you know tennis numbers, those are bad numbers for me. And
Luke has been trying to beat his dad in tennis
my whole
his
life.
whole life.
Yeah, he's still got it, and
This is like a mythological task.
It's like if Sisyphus's dad was what he had to push up the mountain.
yeah. So like
Thomas just found something funny on his laptop.
It's okay.
He's
It's
not
not a
listening
big
to
deal.
us. That's
I
fine.
was listening, but I can multitask. I'm actually very smart.
Yeah, he's got a PhD in sucking dick.
Yeah, while doing a second thing.
Two different.
He can suck 2 dicks at once. That's multitasking right there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well,
So Luke, anyways, you've been losing your
Yeah.
dad.
So tennis balls.
yeah.
I got too high too fast.
So tennis
Sucking
balls.
dick and giving brain.
Tennis. Yeah.
Fucking ruined our.
Fuck, what was that? Oh yeah, I was angry. and upset.
Right.
I was missing dumb balls, and then it was my turn to serve, and I just couldn't pick up the ball. It was bouncing around me. It was like old vaudeville-esque
Oh, you're doing
clowning, but I wasn't acting. I just could not reach the ball, and I got so angry that I just like whipped the ball. I hit it with the racket to get it away from me. And it bounced off of a metal post and came back and just hit me directly.
Really? Like out of a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was angry, and it was funny, and I was trying to be angry and laugh at the same time. It was
the hardest thing to
It was
do.
the hardest.
Yeah.
Look out, James and Jamesy. There's a new physical comedian in town.
That's right.
I'm not angry. I'm laughing. That was Luke on the court.
One of these days you'll beat your dad, and we'll get you on the show to celebrate.
You'll get him and
Yeah,
Luke
yeah.
and his
Oh,
dad.
that would be
That's
good.
a great. We should commentate live
Mr.
commentate a game
Cecelon.
between the two of them.
Oh man, no one can watch you play my dad.
Yeah, you don't want to see. You don't want to.
I don't want you
Yeah.
to see the kind of person I become when I play my dad.
You don't like that version.
You wouldn't like me
yourself.
when I'm facing my dad. The sulk, the world's
The
version.
sulk. Incredible sulk. Very good.
That's guest time, huh? You boys living here too?
Yeah, good. I'm visiting Winnipeg still. It's been fun to do the Fringe. My dad got knee replacement a couple weeks ago,
So
and
probably easy to beat in tennis. now.
yeah, I've
Yeah,
been
you've been
rocking
whooping
his
his
ass.
ass.
Yeah. I've been putting up jump shots on him all week. It's awesome. We're playing a horse. He loses every time. But no, he just got the staples out. That was exciting. And
Can he
his
keep the staples? Is that?
I don't
Get-
think so. I
personally?
think
Like if he's got like a
the
report
bloody
due?
staples, like yeah, he can put together documents
can
with the
reuse
very
that.
staples that held his knee together.
Stapling students' grades to their
yeah.
papers with the fucking bloody.
It's a power move, man.
Yeah,
We're all very excited that the knee is all set.
he's like
and,
dancing around and shit.
Yeah, he's
doing
been
great.
pretty active, and its
Yeah.
recovery's been very quick. So that's awesome. Yeah, that's me, Kevin.
I'm good, man. I'm good. We did an improv show the other day, and at the top of the show, we're doing the Ultimate Actor's Nightmare. So halfway through the show, or partway through the show, one of us shows up and tries to disrupt what's going on with like chaos. And on the day that Thomas was like the chaos bringer, the director, he. I at the top of the show had realized I really had to go to the bathroom, but was not going to have time. And I think Luke also was in the same situation.
my stomach hurt so goddamn much.
And Thomas's task, one of them was just to eat a plate full of beans during the
right.
show. So and also you made me like run around doing laps
I
on the
sure
stage
did.
and like doing flips.
Thomas,
and stuff.
did you know the condition of these two men?
I did
when
not
you-
know, but I suspected.
You can see it in my eyes.
Yeah.
Thomas and I know each other so well that he can look with a simple look. He knows how
this guy's
full my
bowels
intestines are at a time.
It's
Yeah.
a pretty
Jack's the
good
Jill.
chance at any moment that Kevin has to
Like,
shit.
how, am I on the cusp right now?
We'll see.
So no, but it was great. We did the show. It went well.
Nobody shit their pants.
I do think I still posit that if I had shit my pants on stage, we would have
earned our first standing ovation.
We got a 4.5-star review, and I think if I had shit myself on stage, we would have gotten 5. I think that's.
Do you think? Because I should maybe talk about this.
Yeah,
you can cut this out if you want.
Okay.
My question is because
folks, if you see a hard edit here, you know some bad shit happened. Okay.
Yeah. We got a couple of reviews, and both of them are pretty vague.
Yes.
They didn't go into too many specifics about what happened. Do you think? If you shat yourself on stage, that would have got a mention. Or they would have just been like, it's an improv show, it's fun.
I think our reviewers were very kind, and I think that they were also a little general, and that's okay. But I think that if there was shit leaking down my leg, and I was leaving a snail trail of brown happiness across the stage, there's no fucking way somebody would not write that. I want to be famous!
So you wish you would have gone for it.
You wish that this happened. All right, let's get the show started. This has been one of the worst intros we've ever done, for sure. But we do have a pre-warm-up segment now that we always do.
Yes, we do.
We ask our guests, am I a cat or a dog, and why?
Oh, is Thomas Tolles a cat or a dog?
Is Thomas Tolles a cat or a dog, and why?
Exactly.
Let's start with whoever's ready.
I gotta go cat for Thomas.
Okay.
I think Kevin's. That's the wrong answer. Kevin's laughing. I've made a fool of myself.
Everybody says this every week.
I just think you have sort of a quiet dignity about you. And you. This is Jesse vulnerability time. You're not going to get this again. Savor it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and
I can't hear the sound cues. Only you can. So it's
okay.
Okay, go on.
I just think that like you, you're thoughtful. You take your time, and you're independent.
I appreciate it. So this is the first time someone's called me a cat and then said nice reasons. Like most people say I'm a cat.
Oh, really?
Because I'll let Luke answer, but obviously I want to be a dog. Because I love dogs.
Right,
and
I know.
most people say cat, but like our friend Jamie, when he came on, said, I'm a cat because I act like I don't want attention, but I do want attention, which is really accurate, but
scary accurate.
Yeah.
No, that's really good. I wish I would have said that.
Luke, what do you think? You know me better than almost anyone.
I know how badly you want to be a dog.
All riding on this, man.
But like, you're a good cat.
Oh no!
You're methodical. You're thoughtful. Like you have such consideration for things the way a cat does. A dog is very like instinctual.
Right.
They act on impulses.
Yeah.
Where you are like, let me think about what this means.
We're deliberate.
Consequences, pros. Like you're like, this is the right choice. Wow. I understand.
I might have to retire this bit because everyone's just made really convincing arguments.
Do you pee inside or do you pee outside more?
I pee inside in the bathroom.
Sometimes he pisses on my bed though.
Right.
I will
also
say
very
this,
cat-like.
I will say this. I think the one and only guest so far, maybe only one guest has called you a dog outright.
And it was Tommy Bechtold.
And
the most famous guest
we've ever had.
Right.
Came on the show last week, having lost his job.
Yeah.
Right? Been laid off from his job. Really difficult thing.
I think he got his job back, right?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. He said Thomas was a dog. He came on the show.
And then what happened?
Now
it all turned around. So I'm just saying, if you guys are having struggles in your own lives,
and we are,
and you want to maybe fix that, there might be a route.
Blarney Stone, like calling you a dog gets us luck.
Exactly. If you call Thomas a dog, he gets to play Red Rocket. His life is good.
Why? Why do I get to?
You jack off.
Yeah, I'm human, but like
he's more jacked off than Jill right now.
What the? Don't take the. Yeah, it's more jacked than Jill. Don't jack it off.
I was trying to
That's disgusting.
All right.
Disgusting.
Now this has been. We're losing control of the caravan here, so let's
podcast.
What are we doing now?
For our warm-up segment, Jesse requested a sort of a guest sound cue.
Yeah. I have it
now.
here. Okay, here we go. Oh no, wait, I didn't hit it. Yeah, it's fucked up. Here it is. Okay. Right. I can't hear it.
We're not wearing headphones.
I'm gonna have this.
What is it?
This is great, eh?
Oh, baby.
So it's just for them to hear. They like, just for them.
I am starting to hear it now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now that's a theme.
What do you mean
right?
you're hearing it though?
Now that's a theme.
You don't have headphones on, though, right? So
But
you
it's
can't hear it.
nice, isn't it?
No, it's not.
And
Feel
it's-
it in your bones, don't
I
you?
bet there's about 8 more seconds of it.
Well, that's because of the
That's
data that you can see on the
crazy.
phone, but it doesn't mean that you
That's crazy.
when you know the song super
And
well.
go. I recognize this song.
So, listen, guys, we've all had a lot of fun here on Poops, all segments or whatever this
It's
show
not
is
called
called.
Poops. What do you mean?
And it's time for us to shift gears and do a really good podcast now.
Okay. So it's okay.
So we've done your thing.
Fucking-
We've done your little thing, and it's cute and it's fun. But now we're going to go back and we're going to do a podcast tried and true. It's been on the airwaves since like
Yes.
2000.
Is it still releasing? Like, is it like?
Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, if this gets released, then yes, it is still
will.
releasing.
Yeah, because
technically.
we're consistent and I
Luke
work hard. Okay.
And Thomas and myself, we had an idea to do one of the first podcasts ever.
Yeah, maybe ever. Yeah.
Like
and
the
one of
first-
the funniest and best, and it was
Because
called,
it was us and then This American Life, I think,
Right,
maybe
and
after.
one of them came
I don't think this
first.
is
One of
true,
them
though,
came
right? Because
after.
obviously, I mean, those are like institutions, and you guys are. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What show? I don't even recognize the song. Like you.
So we had a really super successful hit podcast called Something Wiki This Way Comes. It was an educational comedy podcast. We would walk you through a WikiHow article, and then we would do. Please allow me to explain. Then we would do improv about it. And it was like really funny and cool, and we were really handsome.
It was
We
fun.
did
What do you were really
And-
handsome? What do you mean it's a podcast?
You looked good.
Yeah.
We looked good. It should have been.
We were
a
at,
video podcast?
Yeah.
at our peak athletic
Honestly,
ability at that
yes.
time. Yeah.
Luke was never closer to beating his dad.
Yeah, it was like
recording that show. So
golden years.
Yeah.
Golden
Yeah.
years.
In many ways, we were
Okay,
more
so-
jacked than Jill at that time.
Yeah, okay,
absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
So,
What's this?
Huh?
This so happens that on my computer there's an article from WikiHow. Kind of feels like the stars are aligning right now.
Okay.
Jesse,
so,
can you send me this article so I can have it on my screen too?
Did you
guess.
lose it?
I'm doing the kayfabe you requested where I
Okay.
pretend I didn't know this was happening.
No. Guess what, Kevin? Thomas was in on this the whole time. I'm taking power here, and I'm going. Thomas knew.
I
about
had
this.
the article. That was a lie. And it's recording right now. Screen share,
Exactly.
baby.
Okay.
Because he was your co-host who you trusted.
Yeah.
Was in on it the whole time.
dude,
Isn't
you
that-
know how much shit is in my intestines.
It's gonna have to wait, my friend. The article we've pulled up is called
Okay.
How to Not Be Afraid of Cattle.
And just to be clear,
This is the rest of the show now.
we're
not doing
what are
Oops
we
All
doing?
segments.
What is happening?
This show is now Something Wiki This Way Comes.
We're doing the
We've
full
hijacked
show.
So what happens on
The
the
first
show?
half, we review
I
a
explained-
WikiHow article. He just asked us to make space for him to explain it, and he did well.
Okay.
Now we're going to
Thank
explain it
you.
a second time. Because you're
Luke, do you wanna
zooted out
explain
of
it?
your gourd, man. You're absolute.
I'm fucking Ripper
You're
Dipper.
reefer madness over
Yeah, I'm
here.
losing my mind. I'm gonna
Luke,
kill
what do you
you.
have
Don't
to say
fear
about
the
all
reefer,
this?
man.
Yeah.
We're gonna be best friends. We're gonna say things that we read. Then then it's gonna be like, oh, this is what we think about it. It's funny.
We're going to do a bit of a tongue-in-cheek reading of this article, and then we're going to improvise based on the conversation.
This
Now-
is the episode that we're gonna
That's
have
right.
after we just had
Yes.
the biggest guest we could.
Well-
I had to work to get them on, and now we're gonna do this.
I
This isn't
think
even the fucking show.
We need to use the Bechtold boost to boost something wiki in reverse because we think that
Exactly.
You
we
think
wanna-
that show deserves
we
more
wanna
credit than
sell
this?
we want to sell something wiki to Earwolf, and I
Earwolf?
think like the
Yeah.
old back catalog is so strong that
Kevin, Wiki has been in retrograde for a while.
How long? How many
Wiki
episodes?
is
How many
in
episodes does
retrograde.
something? How many episodes? does it have?
excuse me.
How many episodes?
Excuse
does it have?
me?
Yes.
Fear of cattle or bovinophobia this is the intro, is a
Get to the
type of
meat.
phobia that causes people extreme anxiety or fear when being around or even thinking about being around cattle on a
right.
farm or ranch. It is probable that, like most phobias, the fear derives from the lack of understanding and knowledge of bovine behavior. With increasing urban living that vastly outnumbers the rural population, many people have never had the interaction with farm life and consequently have no experience or knowledge of how cattle behave when there are people around. Others are all too ready to extrapolate the rare media tales of accidents with
Yeah.
cattle. I hear about these
We've
all the time.
We've all heard about a terrifying evil.
We all
cow.
watched Wallace and Gromit and
Right.
got scared of
Chicken
cows.
run meant the
Yeah.
chickens were running
Right.
from the cattle.
Right.
But yeah, so convince themselves that there's a far larger danger than what is reality. This is the article we're going to be
This
reading.
article was written by Big Cattle, right?
It was written by Karen Lindquist, an animal scientist, actually.
Okay.
And I will
Animal scientist, Kevin.
Okay.
Are you an animal scientist?
I'm not any kind of fucking scientist.
Yeah, it shows.
What do you mean? None of you are scientists.
Well,
So
touche.
please allow me to finish the intro.
Okay, sorry.
Obviously, the size and weight of cattle makes them appear
spoken.
more intimidating in comparison to a dog or a cat, so there's some merit in being cautious, especially with bulls and cows with calves. What isn't practical, though, and this is where it gets judgmental, is the belief that when a herd of cattle comes up to them, they think they are going to be trampled to death because the herd is quote-unquote charging at them. This is because most people don't understand that usually a herd of cattle have quite often been taught that every time someone comes up to the fence, they'll get a treat.
Mm-hmm. It's
They're
not their
expecting
fault.
a treat,
It's
Kevin.
not their fault.
So whether you're being greeted by a herd of cattle, Kevin, let me read the intro.
You said my
Find
name.
yourself amidst some cattle, Kevin, or you're simply wanting to no longer be scared of cows. Some tips below are good to start with when casting off the fear of cows.
Right away, you're going to want to check, and like listeners, you're welcome. You're finally going to learn something like instructive from the show. You're going to want to look at
Edutainment.
if the cow has calves. Look by their hooves. How ripped are these cows' legs?
Oh,
what
yeah.
are the calves like?
Wait, you're talking about the legs?
The
of
cow did
Yes,
not
surely
skip
that's
leg
not what it
day.
means,
The
right?
bigger the
Because it's
calf, the more trampling power this cow
Yeah,
has.
imagine just getting squished to the pavement by
getting
a
hard right
rippling.
now.
I was
kidding.
hard long before now.
Luke, what are your feelings vis-a-vis cows?
Like, can we go up a little more? There was a phrase that stuck out to me.
Yes.
Where was it? Fear derives from the lack of understanding or knowledge of bovine behavior.
Right.
Like, this is like.
We fear what we don't understand.
Do our schools not teach bovine behavior
Not anymore.
They should.
And that's why, and honestly, I think that is the woke liberals, and I'm sorry to say it, but like when woke liberals got into the schools, they said, well, kids are going to live in East Coast bubbles, the urban environments. They don't need to know about bovine behavior anymore.
Bovine behavior?
When I was in school, that was like grade 2 you were learning.
Yeah.
So you guys know
Now
about bovine
you
behavior.
gotta go to university and become a cow scientist.
You gotta go to Bovine University.
That's
Go to
right.
bovine U. You gotta go to BU.
So what do we know about bovine behavior then? That you guys are experts in bovine
Tons.
behavior.
Now you're quite upset,
Tons.
Kevin, and I'm starting to think that maybe this is because
You have a
you
fear?
were afraid of cows.
Don't make it, guys. I didn't even know. What do you fucking
Kevin.
mean?
Step 1,
Yes,
understand that phobias are both common and usually easy to treat.
I don't.
Avoiding visiting a
no
farm,
one has
getting,
a fucking phobia
getting
of cows.
close to cows,
People
or
do.
giving yourself
It's not common. No,
Kevin.
Yeah.
or giving yourself nightmares about them is not necessary, as your anxiety can be cured. Consider getting treatment from a mental health professional, aka me, as well as taking. I'm going to be a counselor soon.
I know you're
as
gonna
well
be
as
a
taking the steps.
counselor.
A
Counselor.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's actually a big movement towards mental health awareness.
Jesus Christ,
That's no
Thomas.
bullshit.
This is content we have to put
CBT,
on the
cow
internet.
bovine therapy.
This is your funniest episode yet, Kevin.
I think so.
I
So some of the therapies that have proven successful in treating phobias, we're going to talk about these, include cognitive behavioral therapy
Okay.
and virtual reality exposure therapy.
okay.
So that's when you like play a video game with a cow in it,
Yeah.
and you beat the level, and
Have
you
you
feel
ever
good.
played Diablo, Kevin?
Yes, I've played Diablo.
So
I
there's,
used to play
do you know
Diablo.
about the secret cow level?
Yeah.
They're actually some of the strongest enemies in
Yeah.
the game, and I
Yeah.
can imagine if you played that at a formative age, you might be terrified.
I might have played it at like an arcade,
Yeah.
and then they like
It
ported
wasn't
over
an
to PC.
arcade game.
There was
Kevin.
a Diablo arcade version.
I'll kill you if
A
you
lot
say
of
that.
There was.
people.
There was.
A lot
There
of
was.
people.
Luke, is this true?
God, no.
Okay,
There
thank you.
was! You're
There
fucking
wasn't.
lying!
You're wrong.
No. What is it?
Confirmed lie.
One. Put it on the board.
That's
One lie.
Luke 1, Kevin 0.
I just played it to DOS.
A lot of people think Diablo was the devil in that game, but it was actually the cows themselves.
Truly, they're the most powerful enemy in the game.
And there was the Cow King.
Yes, that's
yeah.
right.
If you killed the
That
Cow
was
King,
a bunch of cows that were stuck together.
Oh, yeah.
because their tails got
Yeah.
intertwined.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what you guys know about bovine behavior then?
Yeah.
Or
Step 2.
yeah.
Learn the behaviors and body language of this bovine species.
The behaviors and body. This is just someone trying to get you to go to cow school.
This is like an
Bovine
FBI agent.
Bovine University.
No,
What the fuck?
excuse me. An FBI agent has done body language expertise training and knows whether the cow is lying, telling the truth.
Exactly.
Whether the cow is lying or telling the truth.
Knowledge is the best way to put your fears behind you. So maybe listen for once.
Okay.
Most of the time when a bovine comes up to you, they're curious about you. Or they think they're going to get some treats from you. Like a handful of grass, for instance.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to chow down on a handful of grass? That's my
What a
cheat
treat
day.
for the cow, as if there isn't grass on its side of the fence.
It just tastes better from the hand, you
It's
know?
nice. Yeah, it's nice when someone will serve you a
Especially
little
they don't have
bit.
to bend their head
like,
down.
yeah, I could make lasagna at home, but I love the Olive Garden.
I love eating it out of a server's hand.
When I'm there,
Kevin,
I'm
if somebody
family.
came up to you and they offered you some grass, you would say, "No, I don't do
You
that."
What are you smoking right now, Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh my
A
god.
handful of grass.
A handful of grass.
You are closer to a cow than you
Yeah.
know.
Holy
Cows
shit.
and you are essentially the same creature.
You guys found the fucking
And
stepping
so,
stone for
I
me.
want to say, now you're fascinated. Well, cows can get blazed.
Cows are trying to get zooted right now. I'm in.
So this is,
Booted and zooted.
Kevin, much like you,
Yeah.
when a bovine is snorting, growling, or pawing the ground, or throwing its head at you, or even giving you that look that looks
You know
like
that
they're
look.
glaring at you. Ladies, when your bovine gives you that look, you know you're in trouble. Then move away from the fence and avoid eye contact. In the animal world, when you maintain eye contact with another animal that is visibly challenging you, that's deemed a threat.
Right, like Kevin is making eye contact with you right now, Thomas.
I couldn't hold it. As soon as you looked at me, I was staring at you so pissed for like a minute.
I disarmed him with my gaze.
Holy shit.
Kevin, you're a real beta, huh?
Yeah, I did just get fucking owned, man. Holy
Wow.
I was trying to think of beta with cows, but it doesn't work.
So this is interesting. There's a few different things there are a few things here that I want to throw this to you, Luke, because I know you're a bovine expert.
Our resident bovine
They
expert.
list some of the indications that you should be concerned about. Cows that are protecting their calves, bulls that are growling at you, head tossing, pawing. But the most interesting line here, often even thinking negative thoughts will lead to negative behavior from an animal. Can you talk about that?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Like people talk about this all the time with horses. Like you go into a stable and they can like sense your feelings.
Yeah.
Bovine is amped up 10 times the feeling. If you were within like a mile radius
A mile?
and you're like, fuck, I'm pissed, that bovine is gonna start charging.
So if you're driving, like, in Manitoba, we drive by a lot of cattle fields,
Yeah.
right? There's a lot of cattle
Yeah.
fields outside in the city. If you drive and you are feeling like you had a bad
Yeah.
day,
Oh, yeah.
those cows
Oh,
are
yeah.
gonna know.
So this is the thing, you shouldn't be afraid of cows, but you should know they can read your mind and they
is
will
terrifying,
detect
right?
any negative
They
emotion.
will send you to the cornfield, which coincidentally is where other cows are.
Okay, so
And you're going to be wishing you had a handful of grass when you get there.
They're
fucking-
very empathetic. Empathic?
Empaths.
Thank you,
They're
that too.
empaths, yes.
They're empaths.
They're empathetic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so step 3.
Yeah.
There are tons of steps, by the way. We might have to move faster.
This is a long episode. Buckle in, folks.
Envision being near cattle in a hierarchy of situations numbered 1
No.
to 10.
So let's just go through those.
1 to
So let's go
10?
to
So,
your 10,
like,
Kevin.
1 will
so
be
just
the
to be clear,
easiest.
10 is your worst fear.
So
Okay.
let's just go
1
through
makes
this.
you the least anxious.
One is
So
like you see a picture of a cow in a book.
Yeah.
They're not
One-
actually around.
One is someone's wearing a black and white
Right.
T-shirt, and
Right,
you're like, "Was that a cow?" No. it's
Okay,
just
so
a
like
person.
that's like
Yeah.
okay.
How
that's
are you
like a
feeling
one.
right now?
Me
Yeah.
personally, how am I feeling right
Are
now?
you afraid?
No.
You can be honest.
I'm a little. You guys are talking about stupid shit that
You didn't
doesn't
like the
bother
eye
me.
contact,
It doesn't
right?
bother me very
you
much,
really didn't
but
like that.
you guys are talking about dumb stuff, so like I'm at like a 2, 3.
Okay. Okay.
Like, yeah.
So Luke, situation 2. Let's amp it up a little.
Like you're in a house.
Okay.
You're doing your life.
Uh-huh.
But you know there's a cow in like your basement.
That's
That's
way
2.
higher on the
That's
spectrum.
2. No,
That's
it's
two.
gonna get.
I feel like that's
there
an
are
8 or a 9.
more intense
I know.
situations that we're gonna generate.
Holy shit.
After, so
I
let's.
know
That's
right,
there's
right.
a cow in my basement.
You No,
3
so-
is like it's in your living room.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
3 is living room.
right.
4, you wake up in the morning, you reach over to your wife, and it is a
She's
cow.
a cow now.
She's a cow, and
It's-
not like The Godfather, a dead cow. A living
yeah.
cow is in your bed.
My
and
God.
So
5. Wait,
we
we're
have
at
to
5.
escalate from
Yeah,
here.
so that's
So number
5
4 is that I my
4 is
my
that
life
it's
partner
in your
become
bed.
a cow.
Yes.
Kawa, if you will. Instead of
Kara.
Yes.
She doesn't listen to the show, and I'm so happy.
So now,
She'll
obviously,
kill me for this.
worse. Now they're going to get
Murder.
worse
Yeah.
than your
So
life
5.
partner.
What
being
would be
turned-
the next step?
5 is like
What am I
you're
gonna
you're in deep. You owe a lot of money to a bunch of cows.
Oh, yeah.
So not only is my wife a cow, but I also
hear a-
No, this is a totally new
You hear a
situation.
hoof knocking on
Yeah.
your door, and they say, "Moo."
That's what they say. Just
They
move.
can't talk, Kevin.
That's, how do I know
Obviously.
that they owe,
So,
that I owe them money?
it's
right?
clear. It's
yeah.
clear.
Okay.
So
They
they're-
send a glass bottle of milk through your window.
exactly.
what the fuck? Did
Exactly.
they bottle their own milk
They
and then
do.
throw it through the window?
Pretty fucking
Dude.
scary, huh?
That is scary,
6.
actually.
That's 6, by the
fucking
way.
terrifying.
That's 6,
Okay.
by the
You're
way.
driving
They're now,
your car,
they're
and
now
like
participating in
a bunch
commerce.
of white liquid starts coming down the front
What?
windshield.
White
Because
liquid?
they're squirting
They've-
their milk down your
They've
windshield. Kevin.
replaced your windshield fluid with milk. That's 7. That's
That's
almost
7.
the scariest situation
That's-
you can
But
imagine.
there's 3 more
There
that are
are
worse.
3
Luke,
more.
There are 3
Number
more.
8, take us home.
Number 8, there's a plane in the air.
A plane?
That's like not
Yeah.
only is the plane piloted by a cow,
Yikes,
it is just unloading cows, and they're just falling
It's dropping
around
them, man.
all
Are they?
around.
Are the
And-
cows like with parachutes?
No,
or
they
anything?
just they squat
So
down
they're-
around you.
And if I
Squat?
can,
Do you mean they splat? Like
I said what I said, man. They squat around
They
you.
land and then they squat.
And then they die. Yeah.
if I may, 8.5. You were on the plane. You look out the window. What's that on the wing of the plane? It's a cow.
It's a cow.
You try to tell someone, they don't see it, man.
That's 9. That's
okay.
9.
I'm
That was
going cow
8.5.
crazy.
I, let's take that
All
for
right.
9, I think, and then
and obviously the
10.
most scary
Thomas, you
situation.
You guys, I don't
of
even
course.
like this is. You
Uh,
guys have
let's
jacked me
let
up a lot. I don't
Kevin-
really like. I'm
Kevin,
I'm more
what is the
jacked to Jill right
scariest-
now.
What's
I don't-
the number 10?
What is number 10
Your
for you?
maximum, your
Cow
worst
fear.
fear.
Based on the metrics we've already
Yeah,
established
I
to be
think
true.
I'm sitting in a
Where
room.
number 3 is, it's in your basement already.
I'm sitting in my basement, in my recording studio.
Right.
I've got a couple of close personal friends of mine. We're sort of in the room together.
I'm there.
Yeah, and we're making
I
jokes.
can almost picture it.
Yeah, and then sort of slowly the things that they're saying stop, so that kind of making sense. They start kind of like almost mooing, and then I look over, and in the eyes that I once recognized in my my close friends, they're not the eyes that I see before. They're chewing cud now, and they're this guy. This is fucked, guys. I don't want to. Okay, stop. Don't eat my grass. Don't eat my grass. Don't obviously.
Luke,
Take my
for the
joints and
listeners,
throw them in the
Luke
mouth.
just took a big bite out of Kevin's joint.
And he swallowed it whole, and he loved it.
Yeah, you're gonna be
That's
so high.
pretty scary.
I don't get how we know this.
So I'm going to scroll ahead. We're going to go a little faster because I can't tell how many steps there are. So number 4.
There's gonna be 10. Holy shit.
Okay,
there's
are there 10 in
steps.
total?
Yeah.
So we'll move quick. So number 4, pay a visit to a farmer
Just making
ranch
you
that
cough.
has cattle.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll get high.
You
I'm
can
so
start.
sorry.
It's good.
Pay a visit to a farmer ranch that has cattle you can start working with to rid this fear.
I'm sorry.
Any thoughts on that one? Should I just move on?
I feel like we need dedicated cow fear farms. If this isn't already
Just
a
a
thing,
fear farm,
we need
yeah.
a fear farm. You go, it's to help people get over their fears. This would be very useful.
That's actually like a decent idea.
would do this if there was like a baboon sanctuary and
Yes.
it could help me with my legitimate baboon
Yeah,
fear.
Jesse has a real fear.
Yeah.
Hashtag fear farm.
Hashtag fear
yeah.
farm.
Yeah, get on it, farmers. There's
Yeah.
money to be made.
That is actually an alright idea, like exposure therapy
So
as a farm.
number 5, pretty simple. Relax and be calm.
What the
just,
fuck?
Just chill out,
Stop
bro.
being scared,
You're
Kevin.
kind of
Well, if I have a
freaking-
handful of grass, I'm gonna be fine.
You're freaking the rest of us out.
Well-
but don't worry. Step 6, breathe.
Breathe?
Mhm.
And breathe with me. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2,
Hold that.
3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4.
I want to jump back to step 5 a little bit. I know this is counterintuitive because we've gone long, but the final point is the key to being relaxed is to never anticipate the bad things.
Okay.
Always think happy thoughts or just don't think at all and
Yeah.
live in the now.
Because again,
man.
cows can read
Yeah.
your mind. If you think near a cow, your life could be in
That's
serious
it,
danger.
you're in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
try to relax
Yeah.
and be calm.
don't think at all.
Because
Keep
if
your
you don't,
mind blank.
Like, the cow will know.
The cow will know. Okay.
You think Thomas knows how much you need to shit? That cow also knows, and they could go pound for pound with you.
Can you imagine if you...
Thomas can't, so that's scary as fuck to me. Somebody who can match me in shitting capacity?
Yeah.
For a moment, like, can you picture if your power, your ability was that you can feel when someone else has to take a shit? Like, that is what you feel around you. If you're like walking downtown, you're on a bus.
It's like Batman. My greatest fear has become my greatest strength.
Right.
I know when everyone has
Prairie
to
dog.
shit.
I think you would have to become a hermit. I think you would have to live alone.
I wouldn't want to be around anybody.
That's worse than being able to read everyone's minds.
Yeah.
Their intrusive thoughts. It's
Yeah.
just hearing
Right.
their worst like status report.
So, step 7.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch the cattle and their movements.
Okay.
Let's see.
Sounds like cop talk to me.
Are they just standing there staring at you, or are they milling about?
This is the perfect
Milling
opportunity to put your knowledge to the test.
What?
Yeah.
That's right.
So we've taught you a lot today.
What have you taught me?
We've taught you how to not think. We've taught you the 10 scariest cow scenarios.
Right.
We've taught you that cows are psychics. So remember, you have a higher chance of getting hurt by such an animal if you're in the same pasture or corral as them.
What? Of course, right?
Yeah.
Remember that, Kevin.
Obviously, if you're in and around cows,
Yeah.
they're much more likely to hurt you than if they're
if you
in
avoid them
miles
entirely,
away.
which is why you
So-
must confront them.
So you gotta stop. Excuse me?
I was laughing.
That's lie number 2.
Lie
Put it
number
on the
2.
board.
What?
Step 8.
Step 8.
See if you can give them brackets, the ones that are being nice to you. Fuck.
Yep.
A treat of some hand-picked grass growing on the other side of the
We are
fence.
hotboxing
I'm
here,
gonna
by the
get
way.
you all stoned.
Involuntarily hotboxing.
I'm sorry, guys.
Chances are you won't get one eating from your hand right away, but if you're patient enough, you might. If not, just drop the grass on the ground where they can see it and move away a little to let them eat.
So you gotta give the grass to the nice ones, Kevin. Right now you're going up to the meanest, baddest cow
Yeah.
with like a
When
nose
you
ring.
go into prison,
Exactly.
you got to show the tough guy.
This
that-
cow's got multiple brand marks.
Okay.
This
It's
cow's
been around. It's been on a few farms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This cow's been to the slaughterhouse
Yeah.
and has come out.
Oh my God.
The other side
Oh,
intact.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta start with a nice one.
It has like the equivalent of like a sleeve of tattoos on
Right.
all the white parts of its body,
Okay,
so
yeah,
it
yeah.
looks like tribal dragons and stuff like that.
This
It's-
cow's
So I just should be approaching the more friendly cows.
What would the cow get a tattoo of? Like, we get dragons because we think they're cool. What would a cow get tattooed?
Cow would get like the farmer with devil horns. like,
yeah. Like
It's a
instead
picture of him eating a burger, like the cow.
yeah.
That's
himself.
fucked
oh,
up.
yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
like
Yeah.
the devil, the pitchfork of the devil, but the
Just the
the
pitchfork?
pitchfork is the devil,
Oh,
and the
oh.
pitchork's holding another pitchfork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
he's
lost
holding
the thread
a
of
pitchfork
it.
holding a farmer, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. That's dark.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a cart, but instead of mom, it just says moo.
That's good. Yeah. I
yeah.
like that. Okay, number 9. We're almost done, guys. Try to pet one of the animals that have come up to you for a treat. Scratch them under the chin or jaw, on the cheek, or even on the neck.
What?
Even under the ear or
Believe it or
behind.
not.
Again?
Behind the pole is a good place
Now
to
we all
touch
know
them.
what the
Where?
pole is. Let's
Just behind the pole. Luke, point to on your body where your pole
where's your
is.
pole?
Yeah, the table's in the way, but
Jesus. Okay,
Luke
yeah.
is
So
I guess-
pointing to his calf
Guys,
right now.
you don't want to fucking
His calf, yes.
I don't want to touch a fucking cow around their junk.
No, behind the pole.
behind
I'm
that.
not playing Red Rocket with a cow. It's fucked.
Great.
Well, you're not going to make any friends if you're afraid of that.
So,
Okay.
step 10, finally. Walk away with the thought that you have made good progress with yourself.
What?
Maybe you'll want to come back and try it again. If you do, repeat with the same herd or with a different herd.
Till you have no fear.
But hopefully a lot of respect.
What the fuck?
You know the shirt that says like no fear on it?
Yeah.
That person has gone through cow
So,
therapy.
Kevin, I want to emphasize you have
Yeah.
2 options. Repeat with the same herd
Yeah.
or a different herd. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Kevin,
obviously-
can you repeat after me? But I'm not going to say it. I want you just to repeat what I would say.
That
And you
is
know what I want you to say.
crazy. That doesn't make
could
any
you just
sense,
say,
Jesse. What the fuck
Could
are
you
you
just
talking
repeat
about?
what I would say, but say it first?
What
have you
hell?
learned here, Kevin? Come on.
I don't think I learned anything.
All right, step one. Let's do it
No,
again.
fuck, Jesus Christ,
okay, here
no,
we go.
no.
Understand that
Right?
phobias are
No, obviously not, right? We have to take a break.
I think we should.
We need to go to like the ads. We can't. This is so fucking stupid. I hate this
It's
shit.
actually been really good and clever, and a lot of the stuff we said has been so effing smart. Excuse my language.
What do you mean?
So let's take a break, and then just as in Something Wiki, we're going to come back and improvise based on the conversation that we just had.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Fine.
And I'm saving my...
Hi, I'm Mike,
And I'm Josiah.
and we're the co-hosts of a weekly podcast called How Star Wars Is It?
On our show, we rate and review things on a scale of 1 to 10, but not of how good or bad they are, but of how Star Wars they are.
We've covered lots of movies, from The Matrix to Guardians of the Galaxy to all the Star Wars films, but we've also reviewed things like pumpkin spice lattes, Halloween, moving, burgers.
We've got over 150 episodes, and you don't have to listen to them all. You can just find the ones that look interesting and listen to those. There's no plot, there's no continuity. You don't have to worry about that. Okay? So if that sounds fun to you, tune in to How Star Wars Is It every Monday, wherever you get your podcasts.
How Star Wars Is It?
How Star Wars Is It? We love you, and may the 4th be with you.
We're in a clearing. Broken fence post. Wood shattered all over. And a chalk outline of cattle on the ground. We have a grudgy old detective smoking, staring down as his young novice first day on the job partner shows up. Panicked and scared.
They never taught me to look at stuff like this at the academy. Oh boy. Ugh, he pukes on the ground.
Yeah, get yourself together, kid.
Oh man. People are animals, or animals are like people. I don't know which. Oh, it's horrible.
I know. Looks like they really did a number on this one. Oh. Look, the udders all over the place.
Oh.
Well, what do you say we figure out who's responsible?
Well, yeah, I mean that's our job, but I don't know if I can continue. I mean, this is this is a grisly murder, and whoever did this, ow! Don't slap me.
I'll slap you if I have to.
Okay.
I'll slap you twice if I need to.
Ow! Oh, the second one was sort of reset. That was nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming down to my farm.
Hello, Mr. Farmer Jenkins.
That's right.
I'm so sorry for what happened, Mr. Jenkins. We got here as soon as we could.
We sure did. You want to tell us what happened here?
Yeah, well, what happened was, poor old Mayflower. She, done been all dead.
You know the saddest part of all? Mayflower doesn't even have her pole. I can't see it. She's been broken apart from
Jesus
it.
Christ. This
Now-
is disgusting.
I gotta be honest with you detectives. Mayflower was not well liked around these parts.
Why is that?
She had a bit of an attitude. She made a lot of enemies with other bovines and humans alike, and the whole town was scared of her. So quite frankly, anyone could have done this.
Everyone was a suspect. Even you, Farmer Jenkins?
No, me? No! I loved her. I was the only one that could get her to calm down. It's like we knew read each other's minds.
That's right.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
God damn it.
There's not much left in my stomach. Good thing I only have one.
You know, a good partner can tell exactly when their other partner's gonna throw up.
Oh, I know.
Do you know that?
He's more green than blue, this one. He's always about to throw up.
Oh,
That's half true.
Here comes the local burger truck owner.
Oh.
Burgers here. Get your really good burger.
Can't you read the room, man? Get away from here. What's wrong with you? A person has died. Well, not a person, but you know.
Yeah.
person? Well, I see no person around here, but it's always a shame to put meat to waste. That's what I always say.
Wait, are you telling me Mayflower's gonna be in one of your burgers?
Oh, it was old Mayflower. Oh, that was the sweetest milk I've ever drinking. Don't tell me something's happened to old Mayflower.
Well, I'm afraid something has.
Bucky, you cannot process this body until we've solved the crime. You know that.
Well, if I process it, I can get it out fresh. You know how much the kids like a good pack of meat.
Jesus Christ, this man.
Would you be able to do an autopsy?
Well, I am only the local burger man and butcher boy, but
We do call you that, but down at the police station when things are a little ugly, we don't have money for a regular mortician all the time. So.
Yeah.
well, let me get my gloves, my glasses, and my notebook.
Well, we should really introduce ourselves. I mean, this is Detective Torque.
Oh, I've seen
He's
Torque
my
before.
superior, and he's wonderful at what he does, and I'm.
That's Officer Pillsbury. He's just he's just a little weak around
Torque
the
and
gears.
Pillsbury, you guys are legends.
Yeah.
Torque, I didn't think you'd come back around these
Pillsbury
parts.
was his father, but this is Pillsbury Jr.
I'm Pillsbury. Oh boy.
Torque, I thought you weren't gonna work that.
Jesus Christ.
What the old cow beat?
the fuck is the matter with you?
Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this, Torque.
Sorry. What's going on? You said something to me. I was busy being pissed off.
I thought you would have stopped after that cow accident with your wife.
Flashback to Torques. It's 5 years ago, and it's a rainy street.
Well, honey, I know we went to a late night movie, but I sort of wish we could have gone to a matinee, and now we have to walk home in the dark.
Ah, don't worry, honey. I've got you covered. Don't you worry. This city doesn't move without me knowing.
Did you hear that, sweetheart?
Just hold on a second, honey. Stay close.
Click, clop, click, clop.
Mm.
I swear,
behind
sweetheart.
Honey,
Okay,
get behind me right
okay. What's going on?
And around the corner, quite literally a gang of cows. They're wearing leather jackets. They're holding chains in their
Made out of
mouth.
themselves.
Holy shit.
And who's that leading the pack? Mayflower herself. Oh, darling.
Holy shit. She's swinging a huge lead pole.
Oh my God! Look at the size of her pole.
Yes.
What do they want?
Hello.
Give them money?
Mayflower.
Take my necklace.
How's it going now? Wait, now, honey, don't give him anything.
Mayflower tilts her head and just smashes the glass window beside her.
Ah,
Oh,
okay. Now, honey, you gotta think positive now, because they can read your mind and they can
okay.
read your thoughts.
Well, I'm awfully scared, sweetheart.
I understand that, honey, but you gotta keep your mind focused on only good things.
All
Do
the
not
cows
think.
focus on the wife.
Looks like
Eyes darting at the heart.
I don't have any grass. We're in the city. There's nothing poking up through the cobblestones.
We
I have no
zoom-
treats.
We zoom into Torque's mind, and all he's thinking about is his wife and her safety. And so the cows are only resonating with the wife, and they charge her.
Sweetheart, I have to tell you something.
Yes.
I'm with
And they get
shot.
taken.
And the last thing she tastes, the milk of Mayflower, is the sweetest thing she's ever experienced.
And we flash back to the present.
Um,
Well,
we should look around a little bit, see if we can find any evidence.
yeah. 5 years is a long time.
Torque, come with me.
I'm coming.
You went to a scary place just now. You had a 1,000-yard stare. Did you have a history with this cow, Torque? You gotta tell
What's
me,
it to
man.
you, kid? What's it to you if I did, huh?
Well, you won't be objective on the case if you had a history, and I want you to take care of me.
I'm gonna take care of you, and I'm gonna take care of Mayflower's memory, just like I take care of everybody in this
How did
damn
she
town.
hurt you? You never told me how your wife died.
Priscilla was a great woman.
But it was a closed casket funeral, and it said no beef. Everywhere there were signs, no
Mayflower
beef.
was no spring chicken.
Yeah,
She
I
knew
know,
what she
I
was
know
about.
that.
I'm a spring chicken.
I'm sorry, can we have a minute, please?
Oh, yes, I'm a chicken.
Mayflower was a gang leader.
Wait a
Pillsbury.
minute. You,
She got mixed up with some bad cows.
hold on. I might just be a spring chicken, but you look familiar, young man. Have you been to this farm before, perhaps as a boy?
Well, yeah, I mean, sure.
Flashback again. 5 years earlier.
Yeah. My character is 11.
Small in our town.
He looks eagerly out at the pasture from behind the fence as his parents are setting up a picnic behind him.
Look at them. They're amazing. Ma, Dad, aren't they beautiful?
Oh, well, they certainly are nice to look at, but don't get too close there, Junior.
Stay close.
I wanna.
Are you okay?
Dad!
This is your mother talking.
You have such deep, husky coughs. I thought you were father.
This is why we always picnic outside the city, because of your mother's delicate constitution.
Well, Mother.
If anything happened too quickly and it startled me, you know my old heart.
Yes, Mother. We're gonna keep you safe, and we're
look.
gonna have the happiest picnic. Look, I'm gonna get the cows to come say hello. Here, Cowie, Cowie, Cowie. Here, Cowie.
Pillsbury Jr., you be careful.
Little Pilly, watch out.
And he grabs some grass and he holds it through the fence, and the cows start to take notice and trot towards him.
But Mayflower herself, hungry after a night in the city.
Hey, girl, you're so pretty. Come say hi to my family.
Now, Pillsbury, be careful, okay?
Be careful out there.
Listen to that old Jamaican man. He's right.
And suddenly,
Be careful out there, boy.
and suddenly Mayflower rams into the fence, sending Pillsbury Jr. flying backwards into the lap of his mother. Dad, not you too. I didn't know you had a heart condition.
It's
Honey.
It hurts my chest to see my wife so startled. My heart!
We flash back to the present.
Wait, but in that same flashback before we do, sorry, but
Go ahead, go.
the other cows see what Mayflower has done and say, "Welcome to the gang."
Yeah.
And then we flash.
Okay,
We
cool.
flash back to the present, and you see Torque be like, so that's how you lost your parents.
Yeah, well, my mom, she recovered, but she was never the same.
That story.
And we cut over to the barn where, full of all the animals on the farm, having their lunch break, just talking about the working out in the fields.
Animals are having a lunch.
Why not? Sure, let's animal work break.
Yeah, we have a bunch of pigs. The pigs are eating with the other pigs, the chickens with the chickens.
Right.
It's a little segregated, a little cliquey.
Right. Some are more equal than others, you could say.
Yeah.
Well, looks like this hay is piping hot off the bale.
Clarence, you always talk about the temperature of the hay as if it matters. I love hay either way.
Well, horses are keeping to ourselves, but I wonder what the other animals are thinking.
Yeah.
This tastes weird.
Yep.
Two droopy dogs in the corner.
Well,
Just agreeing about how things taste.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
like to eat whatever's put in front of me.
Oh, look at the two ceiling mice. They're running across the beams and fighting.
I'm a mouseketeer. I'm Zorro, but with an M. Moro. Pretty good.
And then, as the horses are talking, two pigs approach them. One pig smoking, old grizzled, and partner up with a nice young
Stop,
young
we
pig.
can't do this. And as they approach, a shadow from outside the barn creeps ever closer to one of the horses. Lightning crashes.
Psst. Hey, it's me, Pillsbury.
Yes.
I can communicate with you.
Okay.
It's why I became a detective. It's my dark secret.
You could talk to us animals? Well, you gotta solve this Mayflower thing.
That's right. You gotta tell me, Because something terrible happened. Someone took away the one thing that I've spent my life trying to do. I wanted to kill Mayflower myself, and someone beat me to it. So you better talk, horsey boy.
Whoa,
He grabs the mane.
Whoa, okay. Oh, stop riding me so hard.
Tell me, what do you know? What do you know?
We found
All the other animals
this.
back away in the barn.
We found this rubber boot by the body. We took it. Well, one of the pigs tried to eat it, and he brought it back here, but I think it belongs to whoever killed the Mayflower. Nay.
And he lets go of the mane and he grabs the boot and he looks inside and there is an inscription. And Luke knows what it says.
It looks like it's in High Elven.
What?
Hell
So
yes.
clearly the person who killed
Hell
Mayflower
yes.
is a big fan of Lord of the Rings. They're obsessed with Lord of the Rings. And they clearly envision Mayflower as like their Smog.
Wow.
Okay.
Like Mayflower's
Right,
hogging
right.
all the milk, just sitting on a pile of milk, and
That's what she was doing?
yeah, man.
Okay.
We cut back to the farmer. The farmer is talking to Bucky, the burger guy. Well, Bucky, didn't you also have a bad experience 5 years ago?
Oh, I don't
with
wanna talk
Mayflower?
about that.
Okay. Anyways, here's could I have a burger, please?
Sure. This one's fresh off the grill.
Great. Here's my credit card number. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Just a little joke.
I don't.
Anyways,
Yeah. You know what? Here's the fresh meat.
One doesn't simply take a bite of one of your burgers without saying thank you first.
Yep.
So back at the barn, Pillsbury's doing some detective work of his own, and he looks and he's checking for footprints and sort of tracing the different hooves and the things that he can see, all the different movement of the animals around, and he's making connections. He's using string to try to
He's using
find
straw.
using like different farm implements.
Yeah.
He's like doing splatter tests with a pitchfork and all that stuff.
Some of it's with feces, just
but-
like, yeah.
He suddenly notices a boot underneath one of Farmer Jenkins' outfits that's missing its pair. And he looks, and there's boot prints going from the barn towards the white chalk outline.
Yeah.
And he thinks, one does not simply walk into barn door. And he runs back to the group. I know who did it! I know who did it!
Whoa! Speak, friend, and explain.
It was you.
What?
Farmer Jenkins!
Jesus Christ.
No.
There's evidence in the barn. I saw his boot. He loves Lord of the Rings.
No! Just because I have a full back tattoo of Aragorn and Legolas
Yes,
doesn't
that's
mean I
right.
love Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
And the burger man rips open Farmer's shirt.
No!
And the one ring dangles.
Why the hell do you have that?
Don't you know it'll corrupt you if you
Yeah,
hold it too long?
I found it. I found it on her pole.
Holy shit.
That's why Mayflower made the sweetest milk.
That's why she killed my wife.
And that's why she startled my dad to death.
That's why Mayflower completely murdered everyone I know. I don't want to talk about it.
Let's not see that.
That's no wonder you became a burger.
Yeah. Revenge.
Yeah.
You see,
That makes so
Mayflower
much
was
sense.
corrupted by the One Ring. She had it in her nose like cows often do. I don't know where she found it, but ever since that
Septum
day,
piercing.
she was evil. But I didn't want to tell you because I got the ring now.
Well, now you're exhibiting some real bovine behavior.
And I'm going to
Mr. Jenkins.
disappear and put on the ring. He slips on the ring. And fully just turns into a scarecrow. Oh, damn it!
And as he's a scarecrow, Pillsbury runs up and just starts bashing him.
Oh my God.
As hard as he can.
Oh my
you
God.
took, you took my revenge plot from me.
Pillsbury, no! Pillsbury, no! I he pulls him off. Calm yourself, boy.
Don't you see? There was no crime committed here. Mayflower was a scourge on this earth. The original mad cow, mad with power.
I see what you mean, kid.
I don't know how to destroy it. She never told me how.
But on the horizon, as the sun rises, we see Horse, the gray mane. with an army of horses.
They all charge down and just start eating the scarecrow. Ring and all.
I made a straw, God damn it!
They love it. They're just consuming him. And
No!
Some of them are smoking him.
I expected
Yeah.
this from the
Yeah.
pigs, but not you! And Farmer Jenkins is fully devoured.
And the one thing that isn't
Jesus
eaten
Christ.
is his finger with the ring still on it, which gets picked up by a little rooster.
A spring chicken, if you will.
As it goes away, it flies, you fools.
Oh my God.
The end. Wow.
You guys, what the hell just happened?
We did it.
What the fuck is
that's-
going on?
we just did an episode
That's
of
called a podcast, Kevin.
God.
That's how it's done.
That's actually
son.
called a podcast.
I can't believe that
Yeah.
you hijacked the show
Yeah.
and did this. This is so weird. I was so excited to have everybody here in person, and then we didn't get to do my show.
This has been Something Wiki This Way Comes.
I've been your host, one of them, Jesse Bergen.
I've been your other host, Thomas Tolles.
I've been the short-term host, buddy dude for Luke.
and Kevin, thank you so much for being our guest
I
today.
don't
Is there anything you'd
understand.
like to
This is my
plug?
basement in my house. I would like to.
Wait,
I guess
your basement?
Then
What's that over there?
what we do there in the basement?
That's our
Oh
other.
my God, is that a fucking cow?
Kevin, remember when you
What the fuck?
remember when you hid Quinn in the closet?
You guys,
For
this is not
an
funny.
hour.
What the hell? Did you put a fucking cow in the basement? This is fucked up. Don't do, guys.
Wait, Mr. Cow?
Yeah.
It has something written on its side. It says, come see our other podcast, What We Do in the Basement, every 2 weeks on Wednesday. It's a D&D actual play.
Yeah, it's got a lot of detail in there. It even it says the links are in the description, which is weird.
And-
Submit segments if you want to.
Oh God, Kevin, no, Kevin! No, no, no!